Tonight on News 3 New Mexico, the rodeo brought some excitement to the town.
And what does weather look like for the rest of the week? Find out my full weather forecast.
Asian migrants camped in a small Texas border town have been released into the United States. News 3 New Mexico starts right now.
This is News 3 New Mexico, your local source for news, sports, and first weather.
Good evening and welcome to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Scott Haas.
I am Olayinka Sodunke. Starting our coverage, the Super 8 motel in Portales is reopened for business after being closed since Friday after a guest on Thursday said meth came out of the faucet and hit them in the eye. Portales police later determined the substance to be meth and found other traces of it in multiple areas in the hotel located off Highway 70. Many feared the water could have contaminated the city's water. However, Portales police noted the building is equipped with a device that prevents water flow into the city's water system. Allegedly, the Public Works Department tested the town's water supply outside of the hotel and found it was not contaminated. The investigation is ongoing. Now, a Portales man was sentenced to 12.5 years following his connection to a shooting from June of 2020. 40-year-old Horacio Ornelas of Portales was charged with aggravated battery as well as transportation or possession of a firearm by a felon after he allegedly shot a victim at a gas station. Police responded to a convenience store in reference to shots fired and an injured male suspect. In a statement to police, the victim stated he had never seen Ornelas before and suspected he was high on methamphetamine.
Well, Owen, I gotta say, I've noticed that the temperature the past couple of days has gone down quite a bit. I gotta say, I love it. Do you have anything for us?
I'm in love with it too.
Many thanks, Owen. Now, a report from the Federal Aviation Administration shows the pilot of a hot air balloon that crashed in New Mexico in June had marijuana and cocaine in his system. Pilot Nicholas Melesky died along with his 4 passengers after the balloon descended, hit power lines and crashed into a busy intersection. Witnesses back in June reportedly tried to help during the chaos. The National Transportation Safety Board has yet to rule on a cause of the crash. The Melesky family released a statement asking and saying that they are asking for privacy as they are evaluating the toxicology report. The toxicology report has not been confirmed.
That's all the news we have for you right now, but stay tuned and we'll be back with Owen and his first weather report.
But first, here is a look at the financial market. Welcome back. Now, taking a look at national news, U.S. officials say many Asian migrants camped in a small Texas border town have been released into the United States. This undercuts the Biden administration's public statement that Asians who enter the country legally face immediate expulsion. Allegedly, officials say Asians have been freed on a very, very large scale into the U.S. in recent days. Many of them were given notice to appear at an immigration office. The release comes despite a massive effort to expel Asians on flights back to Haiti on their pandemic-related reason, which denies migrants an opportunity to seek asylum. On Tuesday, the House passed the bill in hopes of preventing a government shutdown and suspend the debt limit in a step towards preventing a possible economic crisis. All Republicans opposed the bill while all Democrats voted for it. If Republicans block the bill, Democrats would scramble to find another way to avoid the funding lapse. The funding plan must be passed by September 30th to avoid the shutdown. If passed, the government would run until December 3rd. The bill would put over $28 billion towards natural disaster relief and $6.3 billion towards the resettlement of Afghan refugees. Now, bringing the stories back locally, the Eastern New Mexico University College Days Rodeo was last week, and many from the community and surrounding area enjoyed the fun. News 3's Melina Upchurch spoke with contestants and has more information about the results. Here's more.
Thank you very much.
Yes, we'll see you next week. We'll be sure to also tune in on Friday for News 3 New Mexico live at 5 p.m. Have a good night.